What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. In the last episode, we attended the Cool Route, and with the help of the Tanakh, we were able to fight off Regala and save Chief Hikaru, who then granted us passage down beneath the throne so we could retrieve Ether, which we are now going to be taking back to Gaia. If none of that makes sense, well, this is a really bad time for you to start watching this Let's Play. But, yeah, we basically finished a major portion of the whole main quest, which is really good news. Probably the longest subsection, if I'm being honest. This one takes a while to do. Trust me, getting Poseidon is not going to be nearly as lengthy, but oh my gosh, it is my favorite quest in the entire game, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. But we're not going to be starting that on this episode. We're going to be starting some quests on the way out. I did mention that a bunch of like vendors are going to start opening up in here. This isn't going to be for a little bit, but they're all going to congregate down here in the arena. We'll get back to them a little bit later on, but yeah, you can get some pretty good gear in there once all of that opens up, but we're not going to be able to do it immediately. Let's talk to Dekka first. We have two people to talk to on our way out.
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Kavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Kavo is the last of my blood.
You said Kavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hikaru, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Kavo from following the trail of blood.
What made Kavo join Regala's rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Barren Light. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy. As for Kavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
So if Kavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Kavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. He must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
If Kavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Kavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Kavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Yeah, I won't be able to do that for a little bit, but we can at least set it in stone. So where exactly are we going to meet her at? Right there, blood for blood. Okay, well, that's going to be a little while before we end up getting to that. We're going to go over here, though, and talk to one more person on our way out who seems to be over this way. It appears, at least. Or maybe we can actually head into the maw. I'm going to have to actually check that. Maybe it's possible. I didn't think this was open to us yet.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducker. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory, not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, Champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, we need to do all of this before we actually open it up. Now, let me actually check. I need to get the rollerback parts, but I do have the bristleback tusks already. Let me actually check this. How far do I have to go here? All the way down there. Okay, so that's a little... That's actually going to be in the area where we're going to be going into when we start Sea of the Sands. Now, we're going to be kind of, once we get into this particular section, we're going to be kind of weaving our way down here slowly but surely, taking care of a bunch of things along the way before we actually get to where Poseidon is at. So this would be a good time to actually take care of that, and we'll be able to get some really good gear in the process. But I said we were going to be going back to the base in this episode, so let's just do that, get this out of the way. This is where we're going to be spending pretty much the rest of this one, this particular episode, and then we will worry about starting the Sea of Sands or getting going on heading that way in the next episode. And welcome back, everybody. Let's head on inside. We got to deliver ether first before we do anything else, although there is a lot of talking we can do with all of our friends once we get in here. And we also got to see if Katalo made it safely. I would assume that he has.
Yeah, like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen.
You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Well, that was kind of awkward. All right, we'll talk with everybody in a little bit. I wasn't expecting the Aaron to be here too, but that's really nice. I forgot that he hadn't already arrived, to be honest. Well, let's head on in here and let's go insert Ether into Gaia. Get this first part done.
When you're ready, please merge Ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
I completely forgot about this. I should not have jumped the gun and said that we were going to be starting to see the sands in the next episode because we got this to deal with now. Oh boy. Yeah, completely forgot. I actually thought this was after you got Poseidon that this happens, but apparently I was wrong. So this is a little bit of a side journey we're going to be taking. And it seems we got ourselves another room.
Your Karja friend came through.
Wait, what?
He went to that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Karja friend? Can we... oh, I can't talk to you from this side. I have to go around. Oh, well, that's a little bit weird.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Okay, there's not really anything I actually want to ask about. I just wanted to get a little bit of update on you.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the old ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Okay, I want to go talk to Katala too. Also, I like how Aloy walked back into a desk at the end of that cutscene. So, after you finish any major portions of a quest, you're going to get a bunch of stuff here in the Superior Supply cache, which you can see this includes a bunch of metal shards, you got circulators, bronze ingots, all sorts of potions. This is probably the weakest haul we're going to get right here. You'll even get stuff like weapons and armor that you can't get from any other means over time. Let's see.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
So you're able to get some collectibles. There are things that we get from data points and put those in there. Over here, I believe...
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
Aha. Well, don't get anywhere near the bed. It's probably, well, never mind. So there's Katala. We'll talk to him in a second. And we'll go over there with them once we're all ready. I am so mad that I completely forgot that this part was right in between. I actually feel bad because I should have known that. That is incredibly important to the story, actually, that we were getting into this point. But,
Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Incredibly. So there's all sorts of little tokens, and we can examine these a little bit later, but I think we'll save that for another time. We do have a stash here, which there's a couple of things I can restock. Not a whole lot, but it's something. Get myself some more machine muscle, because I keep running low on that with all of the precision arrows that I've been crafting as of late. That one is still locked. Is this the one that she unlocked?
What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
That's too bad.
Oh, man, we could play some video games in here, but unfortunately, yeah, that sucks. All right, let's go talk to Catalo really quickly before we head on out, because I want to see how he's doing.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
I don't quite understand this. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What do you think of our squad?
They seem eager to fight. Though I admit it is strange to see an Utaru in the ranks. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well, I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Decca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Cool Route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the 10 walk with you.
Didn't think we were going to get the entirety of Katala's backstory, but I figured now is as good a time as any because that is going to be it for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. I hope you enjoyed it very much. In the next episode, we're going to head with Varl and Erend off to the mountain to investigate this signal from Eleuthia and see what we can find there. I know I actually feel really bad that I completely forgot about this entire part of the game. But don't worry. We're going to be jumping back into things here relatively soon. This is actually a pretty cool part of the story, though, so I don't feel too bad about it because you guys will probably enjoy this part. But we're going to be finally heading back down here into the Shining Sands and south into, well, all of this nonsense. Probably about 2 or 3 episodes from now, depending on how long this takes. I don't think this should take too long, though. We might be able to cram it all into the next episode. We will certainly see, though. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.